Hi, thank you for checking out my channel and the Persona Rerun project. If you are enjoying it, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and share it with any friends who might be interested in Persona. I am also live on Twitch at twitch.tv/MacTheVoid, as well as have a coffee. Otherwise, we'll get right into it. Thanks.
Hey.
Yo, Void. Even though we're about to face death, we're still going to school as if nothing's happened. It's surreal.
Yeah.
About to make up our minds sooner or later. Even as we speak, the deadline is drawing closer. I hope we can find the right answer. Alright, everyone. Finals are almost here. Let's begin. Toho Kami Mitame. Today I'll finally talk about our own country's magic. While you may think you already know enough about it already, you probably don't know the half of it. The belief that magic is a questionable subject is becoming more common, but what is swept into the corners of society today was once central to it. It would even be said that Japan came to be in the first place thanks to magic. After all, Himiko of Yamataikoki was a shaman. She reportedly relied on a type of shamanism called Kido when ruling her domain. Sadly, we have no way of knowing how her magic worked. The same is true for the Prince Shotoku, who established a centralized government. He practiced Onmyodo, so he was also a shaman of sorts. With origins like these, magic was naturally woven into the very fabric of Japan. In the Heian period, for example, the Bureau of Onmyo was established so that the Onmyoji could expel evil spirits, giving spiritual advice. Excuse me. And train new practitioners. You may not be familiar with from the legend of Abe no Seimei. Even in the age of the samurai, magicians had their part to play. There are many generals who studied divination alongside military tactics. They could be considered magicians. There, you're still listening? Don't become memorized now. Here's a test to see if you're actually paying attention. Get it wrong and it'll make some of your lingo taboo. To kami mitame. Now who to pick this time? I choose the Void. What sorcery was Himiko said to have used? Kido.
Correct.
Very good. Thank your Kotodama powers for that one. The ease of access to magic that Japanese citizens had continued up to the Edo period, but the new government formed during the Meiji Reformation stamped it out. Tsuchimikado Shinto, which had only recently been revived, faded away once more. Nothing important. Yukari told me, you sound so angry, and you're so stiff. In response to my messages, I've been trying to use emojis. Is it working? I'm thinking of stopping by the library later. Would you care to join me? Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's why. It's the week before exams. And Mitsuru's only available. So Mitsuru made herself available the week before exams compared to everyone else. And I wonder if that's because she's so late. I was like, wow, everyone else is gone. What the hell? But now that makes sense, actually. Yeah, Fuka is 9. Old couple is also 9. Yuko's only 8? Shit. There's quite a few of these I never properly finished. Oh dear.
Yes.
Void, I was considering stopping by the library before leaving. I see. You're a very diligent student.
Sorry to drag you along on this personal venture.
Need some help?
Oh, no, there's no need. Thank you, though. Looking through the literature section made me realize something. There are so many books about romance, but far fewer on the domestic life that comes after it. I wonder if that means the most exciting time in one's life comes prior to the wedding. Does everyone go into marriage with the expectation of losing something? The truth is, the group is in turmoil over the inheritance issue, and some of the older members are of the opinion that a student like me isn't up to the task. But I'm the daughter of the head of the group. I need to show that I can take the lead, even if I have to make sacrifices to do it.
That doesn't sound good. Like it depends on your own, like what you view as. I guess it matters what you view as important to you, but you should pursue that. If the group's that important to you and wanting to maintain leadership over it, then I can get how you'd come to this conclusion. That book is halfway through the wall. And it looks like all the ones below it are too. In the center of the pillar, right above where Mitsuru is. I'm probably gonna edit in a highlight there unless I forget, because I've been super busy, and kind of lazy editing for a little while now. So sorry about that, but yeah. Anyways, yeah. That said, like, you have to compromise and make sacrifices for anything that you're going to do. Every choice you make is a decision against something else, right? That said, if you go into it with that mindset, that's not necessarily healthy either. So, like, unless they have the power to actually force you out, like, fuck them.
Fiancé has been chosen for me. He's the new president of one of our affiliates, and he's much older than me. But if I agree to the marriage, the future of the company will be secured. He's planning to announce the partnership and our engagement at the same time. Doing so will give the appearance that the company is stable both inside and out. This is the best solution for everyone involved.
Is it really?
This was decided a long time ago. It's just going to take place a bit sooner than originally
The
planned,
age gap
that's all.
is suspicious,
This
as
is
always.
for the best. My mother and father walked the same path, so I won't run from my fate.
Like I mentioned, I'm not necessarily against arranged marriages if both people are into it, but like she's into it for like the protection of the company, but she's gonna be forfeiting like leadership of the company to this fiance who is older than her, and like there's a power imbalance there that, like, no matter how mature you are, like is hard to judge when you're young. Like, every relationship is gonna have a power imbalance, right? But like the reason why like early age gaps are so creepy and predatory are because, like, as you reach the ages of like 24, 25 and you have lived experience, you can start to judge, and this isn't true for everybody. Some people are going to have that lived experience a lot earlier, but it's not a blanket statement. But like, once you start to reach those ages, like, you have the lived experiences to start to be able to judge whether the power imbalance that is in this relationship is appropriate and whether you should allow yourself to be in that relationship, right? And like, whether, because no matter what, there's going to be a power imbalance, right? Even if you're the same age, if someone's making more money than you, that's a power imbalance. If someone's higher educated than you, there's the, if someone has different resources or different, like there's always going to be a power imbalance, right? Like you can't have a net zero, but you can have the experience and the life, the life experience to be able to judge whether that amount of power balance is being exploited in the first place. Like, sometimes it's okay to be in a relationship where there's a large power imbalance if the other person's not exploiting it. But like, if you don't have the lived experience to know if they're exploiting it in the first place, to make that decision for yourself, right? Like, and that can be tough, because like when you're young, you can feel like you have that lived experience, right? I had this conversation with my mom a little while ago where, like, you know, she's like, yeah, well, sometimes younger girls want someone who's more stable and older than them. You know, when I was, you know, 18 and that age, I dated older men all the time. But then, like, in that process of that conversation, she talked about how those older men were like kind of exploitative and shitty and bad, right? But she had kind of separated those out as two different things. And it's like, yeah, when you're that age, you can be making that choice. No one is saying that like you're not making your own decisions at that point, right? But you don't it's important to let them have the life experience to make that choice. Like, when we say it in a certain way, it can ignite that rebellious spirit of young people of like, no, I'm, especially like if they are now considered an adult, right? Like, especially in that age of like 18, 19, 20, right? And this is from a largely American perspective. And so like, I know other cultures will have different perspectives on this, but like, especially within that range where it's like, they aren't even legally allowed to drink yet, right? Or they're not even like, a lot of people are going to college still in school, even if it is slightly different and they are adults and have other additional responsibilities on top of there, right? And people who don't go to school, it still will be different, like within that age range, even as they're getting different life experience. And so like, but if you tell them you're not making this decision for yourself, like they are making their own decisions. But like, I still think that there needs to be like a level of like, hey, get this experience and weight under yourself first before you make the decisions to be in that kind of relationship. And she doesn't, as much as she has been groomed to be the heir of this company, and as much as she has been, you know, taking on a lot of responsibility as a young person, and a lot of responsibility she honestly probably shouldn't have had to take on, but was like kind of forced to take on with like the persona and all the different things she does as far as that goes, right? Like, even despite that, it's still a different life experience. And like, so she's entering this thing where she's giving up a lot of her own power that she would bring to to a relationship. She's giving over to her partner, which is not necessarily a good thing because there's already going to be a power imbalance there due to the age and life experience, different stages of life. He's going to have more backing in his own company. Now he's going to have the backing of her company. And like, it's not good for her either. And so like, I would be really curious to know what the age gap was and like, between her father and mom, right? Like, well, we hear about these relationships in history of like, oh, they were huge age gaps and it was politics or whatever. But a large amount of actual like arranged marriages were still around people who were of similar age ranges. And so like that it just seems like a bad decision for her and for her to have a voice in the company. And like, the company may be technically secure, but like, it's in the same way of like the Williams racing team in F1, right? Where it's like, technically the Williams name is still there and the racing team is secure, but the Williams family is out of that racing team. They got bought out by like a investment company, Duralton or something like that, right? So like, the Williams are no longer there. It's just the team name. And there is a legacy there, and there is like stuff that they inherited from that, and there's still like echoes of them in there, but it's no longer the Williams family racing team, right? It's no longer the same thing. It's just something else parading in its skin. And if she loses the power to speak up and guide her family's company, then that's essentially the same thing that she's doing there. And sometimes that's necessary, right? In order to protect, it's not just about her vision, but like all the employees in her company and all of that. But unless it is in actual turmoil right now, of like, not just turmoil from losing its head, but turmoil from like, not to relate it to P5, and I'm not going to do spoilers for P5 and for people who are doing this, but there's a very similar situation over there. But the company is in turmoil due to like scandals and stuff as well, right? But that doesn't seem to be plaguing this company. They're just having a turmoil of replacement of leadership. So like, this seems like an overcorrection. Are you sure about this? Because it seems like a bad decision to me.
Of course I am. Think about it. What would I do if I broke off the engagement? Leave everything behind and go on a journey of self-discovery?
I mean, that's also an option. Yes.
Why would you ask me that? You're making me doubt myself.
Good. You're too young to make this decision. And especially if other people are forcing you into it where you're unsure about it. Like it's all bad.
Recently, I've been feeling a little hesitant about meeting up with you like this. I already made the decision to carry out my duty, but whenever I talk with you, my resolve begins to falter. Why do I feel this way when I'm with you?
I was really hoping for a response there to like guide her off of the romance path.
You out here, but I need to head home and go over some paperwork on the partnership. Excuse me.
After parting ways with Mitsuru, I decided to return to the dorm.
Hey.
Welcome back. It's been a week since Ryoji told us everything, huh? Can't sleep for 3 days after that. Feels weird being this scared. Everyone else is scared too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You know, I feel like no one really knows how much they take their lives for granted. But they think there's a real possibility they might lose it. I don't think anyone can really understand that kind of thing until they actually feel it.
Yeah.
When you saved us on that monorail, I thought I understood the weight of life. But turns out it's actually way heavier than I thought. No, I don't want to study with you, and I would rather put points into Mitsuru. For Maru. Oh, but it's new. Oh. Why don't we study together? No thanks.
I'm sorry.
Okay, sorry for bothering you. I can do it on my own. See you later. How mad would everyone be if I just continued to... The only reason I did it last time is because Aigis was there. Aigis isn't here this time. So I kind of just want to skip it. I'm going to skip it, and then I'll do the other twos. I just need to make sure that... Listen, I'm just focusing on trying to get Mitsuru to the end. Guys, it has nothing to do with... It has nothing to do with Ken. Why would you even suggest that? Because I fucking hate Ken, I wouldn't study with him. What, you think the dog Koromaru is gonna salvage having to talk to Ken? But it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with trying to get these social links done. I promise. I promise it's not because Ken killed my favorite character. I promise it's not because of that. It's because Ken fucking sucks even outside of that. Fucking hate Ken so much. So much. What's even the point of you? Why are you here? These games need more child death. What? They'll let me risk... Oh my god. I feel so bad. How am I forgetting her name? The Shrine Girl. Oh my god. How am I forgetting her name? Our poor daughter. Oh no. They'll let us risk her life, but they won't let us kill Ken. That's a mistake. The entire character of Ken is a mistake. Who even likes him? Yeah, probably. Because I'm thinking everyone's gonna want to send the calling card instead of hang out. Actually, Takumi is available. I am trying to get all these as done before I do that as possible. So let's go hang out with Takumi. But should I get a death? Actually, what I should do, it might lead to a wasted night, unfortunately. But oh, that was a nasty cough.
What should we
Nasty. All right. Where are you? Death, back alley doctor.
do? Here we go. What do you think?
Awesome. And then I'm going to actually go sell some stuff real quick. Just while I remember to do so. Actually, I should wait until after I go into Mementos, huh? Well, I'm here anyways.
Give that
Fuck it.
shit to my customers. Yo. Okay. You should be grateful. Come again.
I don't know if it was enough to level it up or not, but it should be enough that
it becomes an epidemic.
the vaccine for this year's strain wasn't effective, so I bet I'll have a lot of patients. For example, someplace that's high above ground. Okay, yeah, so it's not enough to level up, but this hangout with her should be enough to get her across the line
Let's
to
go.
do that. Or tomorrow, or the next day.
Hey,
The buildings look like specks from here. This truly is the best altitude at which to test. The atmospheric pressure should have dropped at this height. Are your ears okay? I'm completely fine.
is that so?
I do have an issue with ears popping, actually, though. That's reassuring, but it could prove to be troublesome. It might negate the effects of experimenting at this altitude. I hope it doesn't ruin my results. Well, we'll just have to give it a try. I really hope this data helps me complete the development of the medicine. I was staying at a hotel recently, and the elevator was so freaking fast that like you're on there, and like 10 seconds later you're on floor 19, and like it really did cause problems with like ears popping and like kind of like a sense of vertigo. Yeah, one of the scariest experiences I've ever had in my life actually was like I had like really bad ear blockages, and I tried to pop them like by blowing out noses and stuff, and I could just all of a sudden hear this like draining, and like I was in the middle of driving and suddenly the world started to shift, and like I felt like I was sinking, and I had to like immediately put on the emergency lights and pull over to the side, and eventually I gained an equilibrium, and it was like while I was on lunch break driving to go get lunch for work. And like legitimately one of the scariest moments of my life, because like I didn't have a sense of direction. You know, like when you're like watching a TV or something and it feels like it's rising, and you're just kind of sitting there, and like your sense of distance changes. You know that feeling? It was like that, but like times 1,000. It was scary. I have to thank you for that, my little guinea pig.
Well then.
Okay, close off. Let's get started. Relax. Kidding. Give me your hand. First, we'll take your pulse, and then... We got some great data today. Thanks. All right, maybe Oya is available then. Like Shido Mania. A strong leader is what we need right now. Please change this country, Mr. Shido.
Ah, you're back.
All right, yay. Oya is available. Something
Honey.
you've never heard me say before, actually. I just am glad we didn't waste a night. Speaking of wasting a night, though, I actually I came out here, responded to you, but I actually need to go back. Because I'm gonna need... I'll pay the extra money because I need Kawakami to make some curry/coffee.
What do you want to do? Yep.
And make sure I don't
Make sure your
misclick
clothes
because
up.
I have, yeah. I had that issue before. I don't know if that made it into the cut. I am extremely behind on the recordings. Today is the 12th and we're recording the 9th. You know, I'm
give it to
doing my
me.
best.
Oh?
Seriously, where'd you get this stuff from? True believers are scary. Hey, you want a drink? A fan site? Oh, you mean the Phantom Aficionado website? I don't know. I didn't know it was so popular amongst high school kids. I haven't been paying much attention to it, but if it's newsworthy, I guess I should keep tabs on it. Yeah, but no one's talking about us anymore, really. The fan thieves must be really bored if they're going after small-time criminals now. I have a theory that they're all minors and their leader is some simpleton dying from boredom. You might be right. Right? Though I don't have any real proof, of course. Well, I'm not really interested in writing entertainment articles about whatever fads caught on. But they do really well, right? Some journalists who are in here seem frustrated about that. Journalists? Oh, you mean Nakao and the others?
Shit.
You'd let me in with those hyenas? Don't insult me. People at work call them paparazzi behind their backs, but me, I'm a real journalist. Well, so it sounds like they also don't want to be running these stories. They just know that's what pays the bills for them to pursue like other stories as well. So awfully judgmental of you, Ouya. You know, sometimes you have to run the bullshit lowest common denominator stories in order to like be able to fund like actual like important things. I don't want to patronize her, but I feel like this is the wrong response too. Hey, I was looking for some kid to butt in. Entertainment articles are all about selling copies. The truth doesn't even matter. Nobody wants to read real news. Why not change careers? Never. But at this rate, you'll... If I quit now, it'd be the same as declaring my partner guilty.
Damn it.
Jointly responsible. What a joke. She didn't do anything. That's why I can't quit. And well, I'll never give up. What was she accused of? Has nothing to do with you. But thanks to you, I've had more time to focus on my own investigation. I'm gonna write an article that you'll really enjoy. Think of it as a sign of my appreciation. I can see it now. Exclusive. Find the incredible Phantom Thieves. Dial 911 for justice. How's that sound? Don't worry, I'll take it seriously. After all, that's what I promised you. Also, you don't get to... I mean, maybe it's different in Japan, but like most journalists don't get to decide the headlines. That's their editor's job.
All right.
You sure are weird though, coming all this way to Shinjuku at night. Hello? Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, what? I can talk with them? Really? Okay, I'll be right there. Work? Nah, I'm already off the clock. Sorry, I have some urgent business I need to attend to. Just put this one on my tab, Lala-chan.
Well then.
See ya. Jeez, she's such a child. She gets so excited the moment something comes up about her favorite assignment. Anyway, shouldn't you be getting home too? Want to go reform society? And Yusuke. Oh no. No. I guess I'll go work. Yes.
Hey. Hey.
I don't even have the materials. Okay.
What are your thoughts? Okay. What are your thoughts?
Oh, neither of these are going to be particularly helpful, actually. So I should stop doing that. But, like, I can't make any more go-homes either. Did anything I make earlier require that? No. The lockpicks did. Okay.
Okay. What are your thoughts? Okay. What are your thoughts?
Yeah.
Did you see that public opinion survey? There's overwhelming support for Masayoshi Shido's party. I'd rather trust Shido-san than some Phantom Thieves. What we really need right now is a strong leader. Please change this country, Mr. Shido. I think I'm gonna focus on fishing for the remainder of what time we have. It's already a week into December. Fucking punching me in real life with that one. And it's already a few days past that now. Things suck online. People in the city are only talking about Shido as well. Yeah, all the buzz around Akechi's completely gone. Shido may have pressure for media silence on the matter. Why don't people get mad about that shit? It doesn't make sense. I mean, elections are more important than, like, the pop culture guy. That may be true, but still. I thought something similar when Father collapsed. As long as it doesn't involve you, the news is nothing but another form of entertainment. For the general public, each passing story is simply a new means of killing time. They consume each topic, then discard it before moving on to the next big thing. But I bet that's all gonna change once they see Shido have a change of heart. I mean, do you think so? I hope so. We would just have to wait with the belief in our hearts. Oops, we accidentally slipped into the other. Do I go? I wanted to focus on fishing because I feel like that's something to highlight that we haven't done in this game. We haven't done in Golden either, to be fair. But like the thing in Golden, I don't even fucking know, man. Like, where the fuck did the fishing hook go? This isn't a spoiler. Like, I can't. I don't know. I've been looking for this fishing hook because I need it for a thing, which is a spoiler. And I don't know where to find it. It's been months since I started looking for it. And it's like how do you put it? I've looked at the guides and I followed the guides, and step 2 all tell me to go do the same thing, and it's not there. I guess I waited too long into the game to get into fishing. I don't fucking know. Anyways, yeah, let's go hang out with Oya. Yeah. Oh yeah, are you gonna level up?
Don't give it to me.
No? Alright, I
Then
guess
take a
I'll just
city.
waste time and hang out with you then.
Well then.
Hey,
Oh, good morning, Madkin. It's finally time to fight the real culprit. To be honest, I'm so shocked to learn that it was Adachi-san. But I can never forgive what he said, or what he's done. Are you alright? Oh, yes, thank you for worrying about me, though. I'm fine. I'm worried about Nanako-chan. And we can't just let him do whatever he wants. We have to put an end to all this, right? It sure is getting cold as we move into December. The fog's not lifting either, so be sure to stay healthy. I was just watching something on TV. Those polar bears sure are active even in the cold. Fuzzy wuzzy polar bears. Their fur isn't actually white, you know. Isn't that right, Metcon? You seem happy about something. You know what color a fuzzy wuzzy polar bear's fur really is? It's transparent. I still say white. Good job. Yep, it's actually transparent. The transparent fur scatters the light that hits it, making it appear white to us. Their skin is black, though, letting them efficiently absorb the sun's rays. Those animals are well equipped to have fun in the cold. You gave the correct answer. Dum dum. All right, so do I hang out with you? You're not in my team though. Who's in my team? Number 1, focus Risei. Oh my god, I do want to hang out with you again though. Number 1, focus Risei. Focus up. But what if I was wrong and there's actually other scene with her? What, there's other scene with her? But yeah, no. Let's do something together. We'll do our best tomorrow after we recharge today. How's that sound? It won't level up though. Ah, that's no fun. Not gonna level up though. So, wait, really? It's not gonna level up though? But we did like multiple Nanako visits and I just passed the tests. You're not gonna level up though?
Hello?
Did I do something with you after that and my brain's just bad? Lest we become overwhelmed with exhaustion. Yes. No, I'm fine by myself. Well, if you don't mind. It's... That card again?
Yes.
Okay, for a second, I really did think, because it starts the same way, and after yesterday, where suddenly I had the same scene again, I really did think for a moment where I was like, oh, I lost some kind of save and overrode it with a completely different, because I thought it's going to be the same scene. Okay, but it's not. It just starts the same way to purposefully mislead us. And it just happens that it lines up with my horrible way of playing, in addition to the fact that I did the eye thing again yesterday. Okay. Nato nods firmly. Judging by its appearance, it's on the same cardstock, the same size, unsigned just like last time. Most certain this came from the same person. Let's talk about this someplace more private. Samagawa floodplain. Fog has involved. Oh my Jesus. You checked out the card with Naoto. The card reads as follows: Dear Detective, your prized possessions are in my hand. Can you recover them? The game is afoot. The Phantom Thief. It seems this is the work of the figure who snuck into the Shirogane estate. I'll send this to Yakushiji-san so he can turn it into the police as evidence. The Phantom Thief? How absurd. I haven't the time to waste on this. Why so uncomfortable?
That isn't it.
I'm not fretting. I'm just upholding the Shirogane name in seeing this case through to the end. Naoto's looking down. Although, broke into our estate and sent me this challenge. Leaving this in the police's hands could jeopardize the honor of the Shirogane name. This is why I don't like this. When I'm with you, I always seem to lose my composure. I don't want to get involved with this sort of childish game. But to ignore it only makes me feel angry. Let's catch them together. Of course we will. You're the one who brought this to my attention. Let's work together on this. Naoto is fidgeting with embarrassment. He decided to accept the Phantom Thief's challenge with Naoto. Now that's been decided, oops. Let's re-examine the first card. There must be some sort of hint there. Oh, and of course, I only intend to investigate this case in our free time. I have something else I must do.
I'll see you again.
He walked home partway with Naoto. I can work as a janitor today, but I think I can also work in the pub to try to go and get the fishing hook. This may be where I got everything mixed up. All right. I don't think Rise is out here though. So hopefully I haven't actually leveled Yukiko in a minute, so that way she will level up next time already. Welcome. I've been told there's someone who wanted to work here, but I didn't know it was you. Having a young man around here may not be a bad idea. May attract some new patrons. Don't look at me like that. Only joking. Well then, let me explain what you'll be doing here. It's quite simple. You'll just be washing dishes and taking away empty glasses. Tipsy patrons may strike up conversations with you, but make sure you stay sociable and listen to them. That's what this place is about. I'm sure you'll understand when you start learning how to drink. But not now, of course. You're still too young. If anyone offers you a drink, you need to politely decline. So, will you work today? Yes. You decide to work part-time washing dishes. You finish washing the dishes, so you should take care of the empty glasses. I don't know. The seemingly brave old man's. Why is he seemingly brave? When you go to clear the seemingly brave old man's glass, he begins talking about his past. You hear about a heroic episode of his. Okay, so it's just an extra bonus. Hey Mac, don't you think that's funny? We have so much to worry about, but we're still going to school as if nothing changed. True. We'll have to make up our minds sooner or later. Otherwise, it'll be too late. Exams start Monday. We're a little ahead of schedule, so let's review the material. I say electromagnetism, Lorentz Forens, and Fleming's left-hand rule should immediately come to mind. I won't be giving partial credit if you write right-hand rule. Got it? Okay, let's move on. Nope, those off. I don't care if it's part of the test. That's ended for today. Hey, Yuko. Wish me luck. I hope we'll always be together. Alright, so I think I'm going to go see if Suimitsu is available. It's the week before exam week. Yep, there you are. What? Don't look at me like that while I'm eating. You're making me feel self-conscious. You spoiled the moment. Can't savor the flavor of my limited edition gourmet sandwich with you here. It seems like you're able to distract him with his the charm. What do you want? What are you eating? Oh, you're curious? Do you consider yourself a gourmet? Is that possible with some guy like you? Prove it. You can pass my gourmet quiz, then I'll believe you. What should I ask? I don't want it to make it too difficult. Give me some time to think. I finally swallowed it. Now the quiz begins. This first question is a freebie. What's the most popular drink at that cafe over there? Pheromone coffee. Correct. Here's question number 2. What color is the mascot for a wild duck burger? Green. Ah, you're pretty good. There's a secret menu item at Hagakure. The Hagakure Bowl. I'm impressed. You seem to have some knowledge about food, but it pales in comparison to mine. Let's see. Can you bring me something I've never eaten before? No such a thing exists, though. If you succeed, then I'll accept you as a fellow gourmet. Huh? What is that mysterious food? Give that to me! Ugh, this is awful. But I'm impressed. I haven't tasted something like that in all my life. I like you now. Okay, thanks. We go to the same school, right? I can tell from your uniform. I'm kind of embarrassed to say this to you first thing, but would you mind not standing so close to me? It's because you're so thin and cool. People start thinking we're best friends or something, I'm gonna end up as the uncool one. Yeah, I thought your voice sounded familiar. You know what I'm here for. Hand it over. It's you. Help! Emergency! You call the fire truck. Call the police? Yes, right. We think the same way. Pipe down. I don't want anyone getting suspicious. Look, I just have to go take care of some business, but you're Nozomi Suimitsu, aren't you? Yeah, thought so. You're gonna have to reconsider. I can't really let this one slide. Man left. Well, that was something. Normally I would try to stand up to guys like him, but I'm trying to be passive nowadays. My name is Nozomi Suimitsu. But, by the way, about what I said before, maybe it's not so bad having you stand in front of me. Nozomi seems to have warmed up to you. You became acquainted with Nozomi Suimitsu, the Gourmet King. All the arguing made me hungry. My stomach is definitely not amused. You want to tag along? Do you know who I am? I'm called the Gourmet King. That's right. It's my little nickname. I'm the Gourmet King 2009. Was it 2010? Whatever. I know all the best places for, what? Nozomi's stomach is growling loudly. That sounds like a tummy emergency. Sorry, I'll have to shoot you another time. Don't worry, I'll remember. Nozomi ran off. It's getting dark, so you return to the dorm.
Oh, hey!
Been a week since Ryuji-kun was here. Didn't sleep for 3 days after that. Do you think it's weird of me to be this scared? Nah, everyone's scared. Yeah, I guess you're right. You don't really know how much you take life for granted until there's the possibility you might lose it. It's difficult to explain. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bow. Oh, I fucking should have, I'm clearly tired because I definitely read that sentence as you're no longer tired because you're tired. And I was like, what? Hey, Mac, don't you think it's funny? We have so much to worry about, but we're still going to school as if nothing's changed. You decided yet? No, but I'm not ignoring it either. Do you want to hang out? Will you hang out with me? Will you hang out with me? Oh, I should have stayed awake just so I got something different. Fuck. Okay, no. No? No? Alright. We're going to the shrine. We're going to the shrine and we're gonna pray again and it's gonna fucking make me tired because it's a dumb additional mechanic that I'm glad they got rid of. Akihiko! What you got for me, bud? I think actually Yukari I probably should put some in because I don't think I maxed her out either.
Oh, hey!
Yep. Can't be helped. I couldn't realize something. You don't really know how much you take your life for granted. Yep. All right, what are my options even?